Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright, the father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play, Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones, Andrew let her fly, and his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts, a plenty from Strider, the quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitcher's lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler. Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren. Skip Carey 2. Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren. Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young. The game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Rama-Lama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to Eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag. He missed the tag. He missed the tag.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are on the road again. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off the designated hitter for your Atlanta Braves, Drake Baldwin. 19 home runs, 55 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, batting .275. Batting second, playing second, Ozzie Albies. 16 home runs, 56 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .264. Matt Olson, batting third, playing first. 26 homers, 60 RBI, 2 stolen bases, a .267 average. Batting cleanup and patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Michael Harris II. He's got 19 home runs and a .299 average, 61 RBI, 6 stolen bases. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon. He's got 10 home runs, 53 RBI, 3 stolen bases, a .265 clip. Austin Riley, batting sixth, playing third. .216 on the year with 12 homers, 48 RBI, 6 stolen bases. Batting seventh and in right field, it's little White Lightning here on a Friday night. Eli White has 5 home runs and a .220 average, 17 ribbies, 4 bags swiped. Joey Bart is behind the plate, batting .213 on the year, 4 home runs, 13 RBI. And Jorge Mateo is batting ninth and at short. 4 home runs, 11 RBI, 9 stolen bases, batting .244. On the mound for your Atlanta Braves, on a Friday night in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Grant Holmes Day.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising.
I'm Teddy Powers.
I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
Grant Holmes, 6-4 with a 3.70 ERA and a 1.34 WHIP. 92 innings, 78 strikeouts, 41 free passes, 15 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Trevor Rogers. The former Miami Marlin southpaw has been pretty good against the Braves in the past. He comes in 6-7 with a 4.28 ERA, a 1.3 WHIP, and 96 innings pitched. 94 hits, 77 strikeouts, 32 walks, 10 home runs served. Backing up Rogers in the bottom of the first inning, leading off the designated hitter, Dylan Beavers. 2 home runs, 16 RBI, a .248 average, 4 stolen bases. Batting second, playing first, Pete Alonso. 21 home runs, .247 on the season. Gunnar Henderson is batting third, and at short, 17 home runs, 44 RBI, 8 stolen bases. Taylor Ward is the designated hitter and batting cleanup. 7 home runs and a .251 clip. Colton Cowsler is the center fielder for Baltimore tonight, batting .207 on the year with 8 home runs. Tavares is in right field with 4 dingers, 37 RBI, .237 average. Jackson Holliday, the son of Matt Holliday, second baseman, 5 home runs, a .216 average. And Encarnacion is batting 8th and playing third. Christian Encarnacion Strand has 2 home runs and a .375 average. Our old buddy Chadwick Tromp is behind the plate for Baltimore, 7 for 33 on the year with 4 RBI. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight is James Hoy. Your first base umpire, DJ Rayburn. Second base will be manned by Sean Barber. Down the third base line, it's John Lipka. Game time temperatures here in Baltimore, Maryland, 80 degrees. And the wind is blowing in at about 8 miles an hour from right field into left. Atlanta's plus 110 on the money line. Baltimore minus 128. The over-under is 8.5. Our pick to click, Ozzie Albies, and we'll take the Braves to win this one 5-3. We're just moments away from pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Put your predictions in the chat. We'll do roll call, middle of the first. morning, Braves country. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we will bring it to you. Baltimore is wearing their City Connects, and they are dreadful. White shirt, white pants, for some reason green sleeves and an orange stripe, and a green and orange stripe down the side. So not Orioles colors, think more of like a disastrous version of the Miami Hurricanes. B more across the chest in green outlined in orange. Black ball cap, which does not match either, in an orange B representing the city of Baltimore. Trevor Rogers firing his final warm-up tosses. We're just about set for Friday night here in Braves country. What you'll get from Trevor Rogers tonight is a 5-pitch mix. He throws the four-seamer 45% of the time. The changeup 22% of the time. Sweeper 12, sinker 10, and the cutter comes in at 10% as well. And the curtain has been lifted. 3D is in motion. Braves are wearing their road grays top to bottom. And the first pitch on the way. Yes, sir. It is baseball time in Braves country, and Drake Baldwin fouls it back. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Infield back into the right. The 0-1 pitch just misses off the edge. And that'll even it up at 1-1. Left to right across the outfield for the Baltimore Orioles. It's Beavers, Cowser, Taveras. Around the horn, third to first, as the 1-1 misses well off the plate, 2-1. He's gone four-seamer all three pitches. Around the horn, third to first, it's Strand, Henderson, Holiday, and Alonso is the 3-2-1 pitch swing. Chopped deep into the hole at third. Strand fires it across, and Drake Baldwin will be out by about a quarter step. Long throw, long lofting throw by Strand, but he had time with the catcher running. Just about anybody else in our lineup is probably going to be safe on that except for Matt Olson. So 1 up, 1 down. At first glance, when he was going down the line, I actually thought he was going to beat it out. Ozzie Albies is your batter. The first pitch, swing and a miss. Upstairs, a little bit off the zone. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Rogers looks in, turns and kicks. Swing, chopper down the line. So an 0-2. Happy Friday night to everybody here in Braves country. Appreciate you spending your Friday evening with us. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, laces it towards center field, and that'll be an easy catch after a fairly long run by Cowser. Kind of stroll in the park type of catch. Just 2 down. Strand, Henderson, and Holiday once again in the infield. Alonso is at first. Chadwick Tromp behind the plate, and Rogers is on the bump. Not sure if I got to the infield. Matt Olson, the batter now. Lefty-lefty matchup for pitch to Matty. Upstairs. Kicks it high. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Infield back and to the right. Rogers quickly delivers, and 0-2. The 0-2. Brings it, swing and a miss, strike 3, and he is down. 1-2-3. Braves go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the Bottom of the first. It's Grant Holmes' turn when we return.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, everybody. Let's stroll back here a few minutes and we'll jump in here. Scotty B, good to see you. Rebecca. James Ray. Uncle Charlie. Tree Nug. Jody Jones. Senior Dog. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. JC. James Ray. Slippy Toe. Darren. Uncle Charlie. Timmy Panel. Timmy. Mark, Ricky, Ricardo, Lucy, he's home. Chop Shop. Frustrated Mime. Grant Holmes goes to work. First pitch on the way is you're already getting a challenge here as the first pitch looked like it hit the bottom of the zone. Joey Bart didn't like the ball call, and he is correct. It's 0-1. We saw Roger Frazier and Richard. Tom Fisher. First pitch on the way, or right there on the outer edge off that 0-1, catches the edge for a strike. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. That must be some kind of inside joke. I don't get it, Tom, about the birthday. Pitch in the dirt. Bounces to the backstop, 1-2. Braves are wearing gray top to bottom, Atlanta across the chest in red outlined in navy. Piping down the middle, the same red with navy outline, and on the side of the jersey, same with the numerals on the back, and the names are in navy. And then they're wearing an off blue ball cap as the pitch is swung on and chopped down the line. Slider. He's gone four-seam cutter, slider. Yelton Mateo is getting the start because of the left-hander on the mound. Pitched off the edge. 2-2. And a tough left-hander at that. He shut out the Braves the last time we saw him last year in Atlanta, but it was versus Baltimore. He went 6 2/3 of no-run ball. Pitch is a half swing, check swing, just peppers it foul, and we'll do it again. Well, then I don't know what the confusion is, Yelton. The continued education of Yelton here on Braves Country. The 2-2. Down below the knees, and it's a full count. You also have to look at it, too, this way. I get the idea that you enjoy seeing JJ with the bat in his hand, even against lefties, as the payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it up the middle. Backhanded, and Mateo not able to find the handle on that. And we'll see how they score that. To me, that's an error, but we'll see with it being home cooking may not be the case. I guess that ball cap that the Braves are wearing, the light blue one, is for the Hall of Fame weekend. There is a Hall of Fame patch on it on the side. It's got that light blue, a lighter blue. I wouldn't say a light blue, but it's very reminiscent of the City Connect blue. Pitch down and away. Of the first City Connect blue, I should say. Right there for a ball, it's 1-0. But a demanding position like shortstop, and JJ hasn't had a day off in a while, I'd say it's more to re-energize his legs. Pitch right there on the 1-0 to Alonso is there for a strike. It's 1-1. So a 1-1 count, 0-0 your score, infield back and to the left. Pitch is right there, four-seamer. 2-1. Got to be careful. Alonso still packs a punch. 21 home runs on the year, the former New York Met. And, of course, he's very familiar with the Atlanta Braves pitching staff. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. That slider is snapping tonight. One away. Yeah, I'm with you there, Yeldon. I don't expect the moon and stars with Mateo. He's just giving him a night off. And you're not going to DH JJ because that's what they're doing with Baldwin with the they always bench Baldwin against lefties behind the plate. First pitch down and in, cutter misses. It's 1-0. If you take a look at the rest of the weekend, Young and Baz on the mound tomorrow night and Sunday afternoon, I would think that JJ's in the lineup both of those days. The 1-0 pitch. Cutter misses, 2-0. Two-0 count. Swing and a miss, 93 cutter. 2-1. One on. One out. Infield. Playing back and to the right. Tilt the camera so you can get a better look at the runner who increases his lead. 2-1 pitch down and in, ball 3-3. Got a 7:05 first pitch tonight. They were a little late for whatever reason. And it'll be 7:05 tomorrow night as well. And your typical 1:35 start on Sunday. And then it's off to New York to face the Mets. By the way, if you haven't looked at that, it's two night games on Monday night and Tuesday night, and then a getaway day game on Wednesday, the 3-1 pitch. Right there, cutter at the knees. And that'll load the count up full, 3-2. And after that Mets series, they head home for 4. No day off next week. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Here comes the throw down to second. Good tag by Mateo. Not a great throw, but a decent throw. See if they want to take a look at this. Beavers right now is being given the stolen base. It's really close, and they do want to challenge it. To me, from the naked eye, it looked like he hit his hip before he touched the base, but we'll have to see. If he makes contact with that tag, and it looked like he did, he's out. You can piece it together. Yeah, he's absolutely out. We'll wait for the official confirmation, but I think these throws where the ball goes up the line a little bit, the umpires just assume that he's safe. And they have overturned it, so there we go. So in theory, after the throw out, Orioles go down in order. We'll be back in a flash. Time for the Braves to grab the sticks. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Braves nothing, Orioles nothing. A lot of great towns represented tonight. These Baltimore Orioles have been the Baltimore Orioles since 1954. Originally the St. Louis Browns from 1902 to 1953. They were the Milwaukee Brewers before then, originating in 1894. They were not a major league team at the time, but became major leagues when they became the Browns. First pitch to Michael Harris, lefty-lefty matchup right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Pops it up high in the sky. And a can of corn underneath it is the second baseman, Holiday. One down. They've been in these Camden Yards since 1992. Man, that makes me feel old because I think, in my mind's eye, I still think of Camden Yards as a newer park. It's 32 years old. Baltimore Memorial Stadium before that is also the home of the Baltimore Colts. There's the four-seam fastball right there on the outer edge. Mauricio Dubon, it's 0-1. And before that, it was Sportsman Park in St. Louis that housed both the Browns and the Cardinals from certain times. The 0-1 pops it up. And that'll bend into almost the crowd over by the camera well, the first base dugout. It's 0-2. Lloyd Street Grounds in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, back when they were the original Brewers. The 0-2 pitch. Swing. Chopper down the third base line. And we'll do it again. Phillies and Yankees are underway in Philadelphia, and it's 0-0 there as they head to the fourth inning. Four-seam fastball, whistle back foul. So it's an 0-2 count. Nothing your score. One down. Standing on deck is Austin Riley. The 0-2 pitch. Punches it towards the first base side. Thought it had a chance to get over Alonso's glove, but it did not. He catches it on his tippy toes, and there's two down. Braves have yet to get a base hit, yet to get a base runner. Baltimore did get a... They're calling it a single. I'm telling you, if you were watching that live, you'd probably say that was probably an error. First pitch down and in. Called for a ball. It's 1-0. I like the hats that the Braves are wearing if you're following along at home, but they don't really match the jerseys. It's kind of off. The 1-0 count. Swing, pop up, and that should end the inning. Of course, they're wearing that jersey, that hat, because Andrew Jones is going into the Hall of Fame. F6 into your scorecard. We'll be back in a flash here in Braves country.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya?
Piggy can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then.
And then.
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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated.
Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. First pitch on the way here to start the inning is a pop-up down the first base line. Matt Olson giving chase. Into the crowd, it's 0-1. Grant Holmes about to throw pitch number 20. Righty-righty matchup. Taylor Ward, the batter. First pitch off of that is a slider. They get the strike call. He did. It's 0-2. No 2 count. Holmes turns and kicks in the dirt, 1-2. If you're wondering about Grant Holmes, what the expectations are tonight, I always like to look at the lines in the desert because it gives you an idea of what the betting lines are, which is usually pretty close to what expectations are. Not necessarily what's going to happen is the 1-2 off the plate, 2-2, but what you're expecting. And his over/under tonight, the strikeout was once again at 4.5, but it was a huge negative. I want to say it was minus 185. The 2-2 swing, pop up, high into right field. Eli White underneath it, and 1 down. But the big key to me was the outs over/under was 14.5. So if you bet on Grant Holmes, you're betting for him to go through the 5th inning or later. And that's really been his tipping point. Depends on how many batters he misses, because once they get through the lineup twice, they usually like to get to that bullpen, unless Grant Holmes is just pitching really, really well. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch, curveball outside, almost pitch-out territory. It's 1-0. 1-0. Holmes comes set. Upstairs, looked like a strike, did not get the call, 1-1. So 2-0 count, should be 1-1. You've already challenged one and got it correct, did not challenge that one, the 2-0 pitch. Just misses. Think if he holds on to that, he's going to get that frame, but the ball popped out of Joey Bart's glove, and it's now 3-0 to Colton Cowser. The 3-0 pitch, right down the pipe, taken all the way, 3-1. Holmes brings it. Paints the outer black, and it's a full count. Cowser will step out of the box for a second and take his timeout. Man, these Oriole City Connects are just awful. Even the B on the helmet. It's kind of hard to explain unless you see it, but it's just goofy. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there, number 3 on the day, and there's 2 down. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch, cutter at the knees. Taken all the way. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Holmes looking in. Pitch 31 of the night. Four-seamer just misses outside. 1-1. Game 1 of a 3-game set tonight, and then tomorrow night, 7:05. First pitch once again, 1:35 on Sunday. The 1-1 count. Down below the knees. 2-1. Slider in the dirt. Misses. Ball 3, 3-1. The 3-1. Cutter grabs the edge, I guess, and Taveras wants to challenge this. This is right there on the line. It's going to be very close. It's either going to end the inning or put one on with 2 outs. And here's the challenge, and just misses. Good Lord, that was close. So 1 on, 2 out. Jackson Holliday, the son of Matt Holliday, former major leaguer. Cutter comes right across the plate just about letter high. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Misses outside high. 1-0. 1-1 count. 0-0 your score. No runs, no hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Baltimore. Bottom of the second inning, the 1-1 pitch swing. Smokes it down the first base side, and that is going to be a base hit. Taveras will easily go corner to corner with the outfield playing very deep and back, and trouble brewing. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Cutter just got way too much of the plate there, and he drilled it. He almost hit the runner. Righty-righty matchup now. East. First pitch on the way is upstairs. Misses high. It's 1-0. CES, Christian Encarnacio Strand, batting .375 with 2 home runs. And limited work here in 2026. The 1-0 swing. Rifles it back foul. 1-1. Pitch, 4-seamer, 2-1. 2-1 count. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 4-seam fastball, pops it back foul, and that'll even it up at 2-2. On the pitch, Holliday was taken off. So Deuce is wild here, bottom of the second. 2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count. Grant Holmes looking in. The pitch, runner takes off. Here's hit high and deep down the right field line, bending into the crowd, and will do it again. Getting some pretty good swings over there. And Holiday's getting some enormous jumps. The 2-2, that ball's knocked foul. High back out of play. The 2-2. Grant Holmes. This will be pitch 44, and we're in the second inning. You got to keep an eye on that. The 2-2 pitch. Swing belted deep into the left field corner, and that's going to hit pay dirt. Up against the wall, 1 runner score. 2 runs will score, and the Baltimore Orioles have put 2 on the board here in the bottom of the second. .95-mile-an-hour fastball, but it was right down Main Street, and CES turned on it, and this time he didn't miss it. Kind of fortunate he even got that ball back. That ball was smoked. Hefner now is out there to talk to Grant. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing. Chops the slider off his inner step, and it's 0-2. Chadwick Tromp, ex-Atlanta Braves, with the Braves organization for quite some time. He got DFA'd 1 too many times, and the Baltimore Orioles scooped him up. Played with Atlanta from 2023 until this year. Total of a little over 100 games, about 125, the 0-2. Check swing and around, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. But not before the O's put 2 on the board. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the third we go here in Baltimore.
You don't know how bad of a person you are until you're scrolling on Instagram Reels. It's truly amazing the things people come up with. I've laughed at things that I never thought I would see in my life. If anyone went through any of my saves or yours, my life would blow up.
Never lie to girls with big-ass foreheads. They're carrying a 256 gigabyte drive in that bitch, and they remember everything.
You can go to hell. Anyway, I remember when I was 2 days old.
Maybe I read the wrong dictionary, but I thought that a liberal was a man who would listen to everybody's point of view and then make up his mind. I made up my mind pretty fast, but I don't know of any of these so-called liberals that listen to anything but their own mouth.
I feel like we don't talk enough about how good bank tellers are at poker faces. There have been times when I deposited $7 in my checking account just to get it back in the green, and that bank teller was still like, anything I can help you with today, Miss Smith? Yeah, some honesty. Tell me I'm a loser.
Belgium? We lose to Belgium? Oh wait, hang on.
I don't give a All right, let's go baseball.
Baseball connects American males with each other, not only through bleacher friendships and neighbor loyalties, but most importantly through generations. You learn your first lesson of the rainbow arc all living makes, but that baseball exaggerates. For when you're in the 6th grade, the rook has fuzz on his face and throws to the wrong base. Before you leave junior high, he is a seasoned regular, the body filled out, his jowl ripples with tobacco. When you graduate from high school, he's a grizzled veteran, even if you are not certain what grizzled means. In a few years, the green shoot becomes the withered stalk, and you learn the hill all beings travel by.
Why would y'all lose and I had the outfit on? Why would y'all lose and I had the outfit on?
Welcome back. Eli White takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Down in front. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch swing. Rips it high and deep. Out of play. It's 0-2. Got good news last night. A.J. Smith-Shawver is expected back next week in all likelihood as the 0-2 pitch swing. Lifts it. Right center field. Drifting back, making the easy catch. Taveras on the beat. One away. Had another great outing last night and pushed his pitch count up past 80. And the belief is we'll probably see him next week, but they could push one more start. First pitch out there wide to Joey Bart. 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup as Bart has to readjust his gloves. The 0-1 pitch. Sweeper down and in. 1-1. One count. Swing, smacks it back foul. 1-2. Baltimore 2, Braves nothing. Top of the third, just getting going here. Pitch on the way. Swing! That ball smacked down the right field line. That's a fair ball. He's digging for second base. Head first slide, and he is safe! And your Atlanta Braves have a runner in scoring position.
What's shaking, man? And what's your name, little boy? I'm Bart. Who the hell are you? Bart. 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 Ay, caramba.
Hard hit ball down that right field line. Head first slide. Almost tackled the base.
Eat my shorts.
And Jorge Mateo will be the batter. Mateo getting a bit of a standing ovation, former Baltimore Oriole. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Over the changeup, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Just misses. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Runner at second. Pitch on the way, swing, pop up. And that'll be a lazy fly ball into right field. Underneath it, making the easy catch out there is Taveras. And 2 down with the runner in scoring position. One on, 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order. Maybe Drake Baldwin can get something going here. 0 for 1. Grounded out to first his first time up. Rogers looking in. And the first pitch on the way is a check swing upstairs. They checked down the first base line. They said he went around. Not sure about that one. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, peppers it towards the third base dugout. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Drake will have to shorten up that swing now, try to get the ball in play. The infield is being played back and to the right. The third baseman is playing pretty honestly. So the bigger hole is in between third and short. The 0-2. Golfs it back foul. Out of play. Drake hit his 19th home run of the year yesterday afternoon in a one-run win against the San Diego Padres, but the Braves took 3 of 4. The 0-2 to Drake. Upstairs, caught looking, strike 3. Got caught watching the paint dry, buckled his knees, and we'll go to the bottom of the third, trailing by 2 here in Braves country.
How the f*** are people living life with kids? I have so much on my plate. If you threw a kid in this mix, what?
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
That they stop teaching kids cursive so they can no longer read the Declaration of Independence and know their rights. Scary thing is, it's accurate.
Ma.
What?
I just got off the phone with my father's girlfriend, and she said if you don't mind, just stop calling him. I understand, but like...
You understand what? What the f***? Who?
His girlfriend.
What? That is the Lulu. Ain't nobody calling him.
Oh, Mom.
I know that done lost it.
He saw you call his phone, and I understand.
I don't know that hoe.
You get mad at me for it. Like, I'm just asking a question.
People who were very, very close to Yogi all wanted him back. I think as the years went on, he just decided that he wasn't going to go back no matter what gimmicks or no matter what people were saying.
When are you going to please come back to Yankees Old Timers game? We'd love to see you.
Yogi, by the way, for the benefit of viewers, does not go back to Yankee Stadium as long as George Steinbrenner owns the team.
No, I don't think so. I don't know when I'm going back yet. I don't know.
Why not, Yogi?
Oh, he's got something to do on Old Timers Day.
Oh, Yogi.
All he wanted was an apology from George. That's all it took.
He was never going to go back.
If it weren't for Yankee icon Joe DiMaggio.
I became very close to Joe D in his final years. And more than once he mentioned to me, you got to get him back. You got to get him back.
It weighed on him, you know, the relationship that had been severed. He was a bridge from the DiMaggio era players into the Mantle era players. And nobody represented the Yankees better than Yogi Berra.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Bottom of the third we go. Grant Holmes goes back to work. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch, Beavers, the leadoff hitter, bangs it down the first base line. It's 0-1. Grant Holmes, 48 pitches in the 0-1. Teardrop curve right there at the knee. Good pitch. It's 0-2. 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in the first, caught stealing. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses well below the knees in the dirt. 1-2. Boston leads Toronto 1-0 in the top of the second inning. And the Yankees are taking the early lead 1-0 in Philadelphia. The 1-2 pitch, swing, rips it. Backhanded by Ozzie, and what a great stab over there by the Wiz. That ball was smoked, and he had to backhand that It came flying up, and he somehow held on. Flips it to first with ease.
On the whiz.
One away.
The whiz.
That ball was drilled. 9 times out of 10, that eats a defender up, and it bounces away. Pete Alonso, the batter, first pitch swinging, punches the slider back behind. First base dugout, it's 0-1. Alonso struck out in the first inning. 21 home runs, 66 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, lifted, high, deep. Back on the track, making the leaping catch at the wall is Michael Harris. 75% of this great world is covered by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. 2 down. A leaping grab would not have left the stadium. They have fairly high wall out there, but he had to get up there to the top of his jump and time it perfectly to nab it before it banged in for extra bases. First pitch to Gunnar Henderson is a 4-seam fastball, misses inside. 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. Turns and kicks, swing, slices it foul, 1-1. Phillies have Luzardo on the mound tonight, pretty tough customer, but the Yankees do have Cam Schlittler. So if the Yankees can get a decent lead, they may be able to extend that Philly mini losing streak to 1-1. Change up down and in, ball 2-1. Two-one count. Holmes comes set, kicks and fires, swing, chopper on the ground over to first. Olson's got it, underhands it to Grant Holmes, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back at a flash. The Atlanta Braves.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best.
Trail 2-0.
I'm Teddy Powers. I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
I just feel like I've been drunk since Memorial Day. Since Memorial Day weekend, that's when it started. Every other day, oh, let's get drinks, let's go out here, let's go here. Oh, we about to take a trip, let's go here, let's go there, let's... Y'all. It's a holiday every 5 seconds.
Hello and welcome to the Mental Health Hotline. If you are obsessive compulsive, press 1 repeatedly. If you are codependent, ask someone to press 2 for you. If you have multiple personalities, press 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you are paranoid, we know what you are and what you want. Stay on the line and we'll trace your call. If you're delusional, press 7 and your call will be transferred to the mothership. If you are schizophrenic, listen carefully and a small voice will tell you which number to press. If you are depressive, it doesn't matter which number you press, no one will answer you.
Please try your call again later.
There was a time in baseball when there were only 8 teams in each major league. They played an orderly, balanced schedule, visiting each city 4 times. A trip out west meant St. Louis or Chicago. There was a comfortable rhythm to the season. When they referred to the Giants, it was the New York Giants. The Dodgers were a Brooklyn institution, seemingly forever. There was an American League team in St. Louis and a National League one in Boston. That time is gone now. But it's been said one reason baseball is so gripping to the American imagination is that certain eras inevitably evoke certain images, perhaps none more so than the years from the end of the Depression through World War II and into the 1950s. It was a time when baseball was the focal point of sports in our society, a time when baseball was still just a game, a familiar game, which in a changing world somehow reassured us with its return every year on the warm winds of spring.
Welcome back. Ozzie Albies the batter, and the first pitch swinging and the first pitch hitting. He's got a line drive out to right field to start the inning for your Atlanta Braves. Kind of corkscrewed one there deep into right field. Runner at first. Nobody out. First pitch swinging by Matt Olson. He belts it down the right field line, excuse me. Plenty foul. It's 0-1. Trevor Rogers was 6 shutty against Atlanta last year in Atlanta, but the 3 outings before that, the Braves got to him. The 0-1. Down below the knees, 1-1. He's an improved pitcher since his days with the Marlins. Came to Baltimore a couple of seasons ago in a trade. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Just grabs. Ooh. Did not get the call, but Chadwick Tromp's going to challenge this. Olson says something jokingly to him like, "Why don't you leave it alone, buddy?" And he is correct. It was a strike. That's what it looked like. I was hoping Chadwick couldn't challenge it. Some of these teams, you never know what their strategy is. A lot of them won't challenge till later innings. So now a 1-2 count. Runner at first and nobody out. Olson struck out his first time up. Harris is standing on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Down and away. Ball 2, 2-2. Bryce Elder is expected to pitch tomorrow. Ronaldo Lopez on Sunday for the Braves. Versus Young and Baz, the 2-2 upstairs, and they're going to challenge this one. This one did look like it hit the zone as well. We'll see what the call is going to be. I think he's going to be, he's out. So Matt Olson out on strikes after 2 challenge pitches in that at bat, and there's one away. That one was just simply too close to take. I know Olson didn't think it was a strike, but it definitely was. But regardless, you can't really... I think it threw him off because that sweeper came in on him, and he bent it out of the way, and that's when it just grabbed the bottom, the top of the zone inside. Harris, the batter, first pitch swinging, 4-seam fastball, rifles in and over the third base dugout. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Of course, Elder's pitching on normal rest, and he has been good on normal rest, so hopefully that continues. The 0-1 pitch. Outside wide, 1-1. Pitched pretty well his last time up. He did give it the 2 home runs, but all in all, it was a pretty good outing. Just 2 runs given up, and the Braves won that game on Monday. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, swing and a miss at a 4-seamer that almost hit him in the elbow. The heck is he doing? I mean, guess that was a self-defense swing. That ball almost hit him. 1-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing, pop up. Back out of play. And we'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing, lifted down the left field line. Get down. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Up against the wall. Ozzie Albies will slam on the brakes, stopping at third. But it is a 1-out double for Money Mike.
They know about that.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Them know, you know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Little razzle-dazzle into the left corner. Stayed with it. That time the curveball. He was able to get a beat on it and just shoved it past the glove of Beavers out there and left. We got runners on second and third and 1 out, and here comes Mauricio Dubon. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, 4-seam fastball. Rattles it back foul. It's 0-1. You'd like to at least get a fly ball here or even a ground ball that would score the run. They're playing the infield back into the left. Alonso is the 0-1, misses high and in, 1-1. He is about halfway in between home and first, and he is almost level with the grass. It's kind of a strange setup there. I'm thinking he can't get to, as the 1-1 pitch, swing lifted into center field. This should score the run. F8 in your scorecard, and it'll be a sac fly RBI for Mauricio Dubon. Harris goes second to third.
But of course.
But there are two down.
One of life's finer pleasures.
So a productive out there. He went down and got the slider just below his knees and was able to get underneath it and lift it out to center. And the Braves have cut this to a one-run ball game. So that'll bring Austin Riley to the plate. First pitch, inside, ball pops off the glove of Tromp, but towards the third base side. Harris is at second now. This is strange. They were not showing him a second ago. Thought he had made it down to third. In fact, it showed it on my... All right, runner at second now, excuse me. Two down. He must have stepped off the base during a timeout because he was not standing there a second ago. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, rifles it foul. 1-1. But nonetheless, if Riley gets a base hit, he should most likely score Harris with good speed out there at second base. The outfield is playing very deep. The 1-1 to Riley. Harris bouncing back and forth. Swing. Fouls away the four-seamer, and it's 1-2. Standing on deck, if he can get to the plate, is Eli White. Joey Bart is in the hole, who doubled his first time up. The 1-2. Pops that one back foul, another four-seamer, this time coming in at 96. Braves trail 2-1. Top of the fourth inning. Two to 1 your score, 1-2 your count. Rogers delivers. Swing, fouls it back, another four-seamer. Might have been a touch out of the zone, but definitely too close to take. Shout out to Sleepy for saying something about Rosemary drinking coffee. It reminded me I had a pot brewing. The 1-2 pitch, swing. That ball's going to roll through the infield, and that's going to tie the ball game. Here comes Money Mike on a warm burner, and your Atlanta Braves 2, Baltimore Orioles 2. All right. On a Friday night here in Braves country.
You're my boy, Blue! You're my boy!
Burning all the worms up the middle. I hate to hear that, Nick. I just saw your comment. I know you're going through it. The Orioles are out there to have a quick powwow out there with Trevor Rogers. Drew French, the pitching coach. Have I told y'all how much I hate these coaches that don't wear the jerseys? Just go out there with sloppy looking, wearing a hoodie. You couldn't look less prepared at the ballpark. Lefty-righty matchup. Eli White, the batter, four-seam fastball, rips it right by him. It's 0-1. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 across. Deuces wild here in Baltimore, Maryland. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. Yeah, he did. 0-2. I thought he did. I was a little surprised that home plate umpire James Hoy didn't ring him up. So an 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing, pop up, and that's going to end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves at F9 in your scorecard. We put 2 on the board. It's 2-2 here in Baltimore. The birthplace of Mr. Babe Ruth. We'll be back in a flash.
He wasn't talking about baseball, but Winston Churchill once said the price of greatness is responsibility. Taking the responsibility full in their charge, Rice homers, Brett triples, Winfield singles, and the great ones have given the American League the 4-1 lead. And Freddie Lynn will be the batter.
Quick question for the tech bros out there. If every website is going to ask me if I want them to remember this device, and I say yes, and then every time I sign in, every time they don't remember my device, what's the point? What's the point?
Poet Donald Hall.
My heart starts to sing like a bird. I feel my wings stretch out and warm air coming. Spring is the hope of the earth, and baseball is the same hope, the beginning of it. It's wonderful. It's a ritual. It's practically magic, like an old mystery religion.
Spring always has special meaning for the baseball romantic, but for the baseball player of the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, spring was anything but an idyllic time of year. In the months before the coming season, a player had to prove to management that he hadn't slowed a step over the winter in a game that didn't pamper its players. St. Louis Cardinal, Enos Slaughter.
They gave me my cap, belt, top and bottom from Red Sox. You bought your own sweat socks, you bought your own jockey straps, you bought your own sweatshirts, and you had to see that they got laundry. You even down had to pay for your own sandwich between doubleheaders. Every year I went to spring training, they had some young outfielder hit 340, 350. They were going to take my job. Well, you know, they want to get to the big leagues also. Somebody's going to take my job. I'm still hitting 300, driving in close to 100 runs every year, and I knew I had to bear down to hold my job. And I went to spring training every year thinking that I had to make my job.
And I hate when somebody, I'm by your house, okay, we'll get away from it. Like, what is we talking about? Why are you here?
Two to 2 your scores. We return to Baltimore. The 0-1 pitch from Grant Holmes. Right there for a strike. It's 0-2. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-2 down and away. Taken all the way. That'll make it 1-2. Ward the batter. Cowser on deck. Taveras in the hole. The 1-2 pitch. Swing. Another hanger. Smacked into left field, and it's down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for the Orioles. They continue to hit Grant Holmes pretty well here. Grant Holmes, that's his 4th hit allowed. He's also walked 1, giving up 2 earned. Righty-lefty matchup here as we got Colton Cowser, the batter, nobody out, first pitch. Curveball misses high and up the top. It's 1-0. Cowser struck out swinging his first time up. He's batting .206 on the year with 8 home runs, 27 RBI, a .635 OPS. Tampa Bay leads Cleveland 4-1 in the 4th. For those of y'all weren't paying attention to that, is the 1-0 swing belted. She gone. 4-2 your score. If it ever lands, man, that ball is absolutely crushed. Was it foul? Oh, he dodged a bullet. My word, did he dodge a bullet. I can't believe that ball was foul. They're calling it foul. Cowser looks confused. Have to see another replay on that because it looked like
See, where's the ball? Oh, it looks like it goes over the... I don't know if our view is the correct view because of the angle of the camera. It goes right over the pole. If it goes directly over the pole, it's a fair ball. But the camera angle view that we're getting is tilted, so you don't know if that ball is going to be... Common sense would tell you the ball's foul. Just because the camera angle, and I haven't seen a different camera angle that would, but they are looking at it. And they are calling it a foul ball. So if you're watching this at home, both the Atlanta and the Baltimore vision, it looks like a home run because it looks like it goes fair. But it's the angle of that, of the foul pole out there from the camera that gave that appearance. So just foul. My guess is it probably missed the foul pole by 5 feet. But when you're looking dead at it live, I thought it was gone because of the angle of the camera. So bullet dodged as the 1-1 is off the plate, 2-1. 2-1 count. He absolutely crushed that pitch. We're in that spot of the game as the 2-1 misses high, 3-1. In that spot of the game where it starts getting dicey, that second time through the lineup for Holmes. Been saying this for a while if you've been hanging out with us, but I think Holmes is a great option as a reliever. If you put him in as a starter, he just doesn't have the stuff to go through a lineup, a good lineup, 2 to 3 times. A 3-1 pitch. That hit the top of the zone. Bart's not going to challenge it. Bad job by Joey Bart, and there's runners on first and second, nobody out. You got to challenge that, Joey. Half that ball hit the zone as they're showing the replay. He has been bad at those. Good news is, guy who was pretty good for what limited time we saw with them, Sean Murphy started his rehab assignment tonight. I think he'll get the full 20 days, so don't expect him back till sometime in the middle of August. But Joey has had a decent bat for us as the first pitch upstairs, slider. 1-0, but that's all comparable. We'll talk about a catcher's bat. It's not one of the top guys. 1-0 count, nobody out, first and second. Pitch from Holmes. They show bunt, pops it back foul. Tavares, 1-1. On deck is Holiday. In the hole is Encarnacio Strand, CES. A lot of fly balls given up here by Grant Holmes in the early going. He'd love a double play. He just hasn't been getting a ton of ground balls. Drops the bunt. That's a good one. Bart's got it. Flips it to first. Just gets the runner in time. And the runners are at second and third and 1 out. Which will bring Holiday to the plate. And in theory, you could pitch around Holiday to load the bases to set up the double play. The problem is the guy standing on deck, Encarnacio Strand, he's the one that smoked the 2 RBI double up the first time. If you can find a way to get Holiday without advancing a runner, as the first pitch on the way, swing, belted. High and deep. That's going to at least get them the run. Eli White's got the catch, fires it back into the infield, and it's 3-2, Baltimore. Another high fly ball out. What I was trying to say, but he gave up the run too quickly. If he could have gotten out of it around Holiday, you could walk Strand at that point to get to Chadwick Tromp with 2 outs. But put that idea to bed. If I'm Grant Holmes, I'm still thinking about pitching around Strand. First pitch is a sinker right there. It's 0-1. I'm talking about just trying to dot the I's, and if you can't get him, send him to first. Maybe he'll chase the 0-1 pitch. Swing. Did chase one out of the zone, banged on the ground over to Riley. He juggles it, fumbles it, flips it to first, and just gets the runner in time. That'll end the inning. But not before they put one on the board. We'll be back in a flash, trailing by one, going to the top of the fifth.
Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live.
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. You're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham. You gotta say, damn it, my life has value.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life. Hey! I'm just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a... We struck the mother load!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Like I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
Welcome back. First pitch from Rogers is the four-seamer upstairs. Taken for a strike by Joey Bard. It's 0-1. Acuna is expected to join the Braves this weekend. I was actually halfway expecting to see him in the lineup tonight. The 0-1. Swing belted. High and deep into left center field, going back on the track. Get up. Making the catch at the wall. Going up against the paint. One away. Man, that was close. He gave that sucker a ride. He's getting some good swings on Rogers. Remember, he had that double his first time up, and this one he almost hit pay dirt. There was a communication problem between Beavers and Cowser out there. Beavers took his eye off the ball for a second and almost cost him. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch cutter at the knees. Mateo, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. Turns and kicks. Swing, rolls it on the ground. Deep into short. Backhanded. Fires it to first. And Mateo. They're going to say he's out by about a quarter step. Man, Mateo normally beats those out. Good throw by Gunnar Henderson. By the way, that sac fly by Dubon was his 45th RBI with runners in scoring position earlier tonight. Lefty. Drake Baldwin looking for his first hit, batting .273 on the season. He's grounded out and struck out. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Bangs the cutter foul. 0-2. The 0-2 count. So the game in Gwinnett was postponed because of weather. As the 0-2 swing and a miss. Man, Drake looked silly on that one. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Give you an update on Acuna when we return. Braves trail by 1.
And take that stupid hoodie off. Over here looking like you about to sweat to death. Probably smell like a bunch of pickled beets up underneath of there. Take it off. It's too daggone hot. I'm getting mad looking at all these people walking around with hoodies on like it's normal. Take it off.
Ever since I moved from my white trash small town to the city, I've been adjusting to a new friend group, mate. Suburban white people. They're a new species to me, and it comes with some challenges. Whenever one of them hits me up and says they want to hang out, my first instinct is they want to go to a strip club or the bar. But no, apparently there's a new brunch spot that just opened up. Jack, you're gonna love this new brunch joint, mate. You're gonna love the salmon bowl. Actually, sounds weird. Also, another thing, apparently it's okay to talk about your emotions here. Yeah, Susie left me the other day. Yeah, she decided she was bisexual. And who am I to get in the way of her lifestyle? And I'm sitting there trying to chime in and be helpful. Man, yeah, these gays, mate, they'll get you. There is one thing I do like about suburban people, though, mate. They're easy to make plans with. My white trash mates just go missing once a year, or they've got house arrest or something. But here, they'll just pencil you in for 12 o'clock on Sunday. Yeah, mate, I got an opening at 12. Let's go get brunch. You know what? Yeah, let's get some salmon bowls. Talk about being gay. Anyways, peace out.
We're genuinely just trying to drink, and our mom is dude. Our mom thinks 3 drinks is a cutoff, and it's just not gonna happen.
You had 3 drinks. You can't drink anymore.
No, dude, that's not it, bro. This is just not gonna slide.
People who can go to sleep at 3 a.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. perfectly fine and not crash throughout the whole day scare me. Because how can you do that? You running off no caffeine too, no energy drinks or nothing. How can you do that? You scare me because that's not humanly possible, but somehow you didn't crack the code.
Pitcher Eldon Ocker.
We had no assurance of anything. They could release us anytime they wanted to, and we didn't have much to say about it. We just signed a 4-page contract, and everybody signed it. Didn't make a difference who you were, we signed it. And they could trade you, they could do anything to you until you were in the major leagues 10 years. You were just like an automobile.
You're my assistant, okay? You're supposed to back me up and go get me juice boxes when I tell you. Now go get me a juice box. You know who you're talking to. I'm talking to the juice box guy.
Welcome back. Braves trail 3-2, bottom of the 5th. Grant Holmes goes back to work. The first pitch is off the plate. Wide for a ball to Chadwick Tromp. It's 1-0. So the Gwinnett game was rained out today against the Iowa Cubs. They're expected to play a doubleheader tomorrow. The 1-0 to Tromp. Swing. Laces one into center field. A softly hit single. And one on, nobody out here to start the bottom of the 5th for the Birds. Ron Acuna Jr. was supposed to play one more game in Gwinnett and then be activated. So we'll see if that means he's going to stay in Gwinnett for an extra day. He turned his ankle in a game last night, but they said everything was fine. He just kind of tweaked it, and he said he was fine after the game. First pitch to Beavers is below the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Thank you, Billy Sanford. Swung on, fouled away down the line. 0-2.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Super gobble, super gobble, super gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us.
Appreciate the channel support, Billy.
Super gobble, one of us. Super gobble, one of us. Super gobble.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Curveball. Strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Grant Holmes. So if you did take that number, you cleared it in the desert. And a double play could get him out of this jam. Pete Alonso coming to the plate. He gave the ball a ride his last time up. First pitch, sinker. In on the hands, rifles it foul back out of play. It's 0-1. Yeah, Dan, that curve, it almost looked like it stopped in midair and then dropped into the mitt. The 0-1. Slider down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks, swing, corkscrews it towards the first base dugout. 1-2. Yankees still lead the Phillies 1-0. They're in the top of the 7th. And Luzardo is sitting at a century. He's throwing pitch 101 right now. The 1-2. It's Grant Holmes. He's at 80 pitches here in the 5th. Fairly high number. The 1-2 count. Swing, rips it down the right field line. Making the leaping attempt at the wall is Eli White. It bangs off the wall. Does not make the catch. And the runners will be safe at second and third. 1 out. Eli White at the top of his jump looked like he was going to get to it. You just get used to seeing Eli making those plays, but the ball just hit past him, smacked up against the wall, and he had to chase it down. Harris was playing so far over on the pole. Eli was the closest to the ball when it ricocheted off the wall. So Henderson now the batter. First pitch on the way, upstairs. Curveball. It's 1-0. If you're watching Braves Vision, they're showing runners on the corners, but the runners are at second and third. And the Braves are playing the infield in. This is a dangerous strategy right now. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. I mean, I get it. You're down by 1. You don't want to go down by 2, but you're opening yourself up to get down by 3 with just a soft single over the infield's head. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss, four-seamer, 1-2. Love a strikeout here, or even a pop-up. Braves trail by 1, bottom of the 5th. Yankees lead the Phillies by 1, heading to the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Swing, corkscrewed it over to third. Riley with plenty of time. And it's a 5-3 put out, 2 down. Even if the infield's back on that, the runner's not going to make it home. Normally your third baseman's playing pretty close to that bag. They didn't have a big difference in that at bat, and the Braves can now bring the defense back, especially with Chadwick Tromp running at third. So, runners at second and third and 2 outs in the first pitch. Four-seamer right down the pipe. It's 0-1. Ward the batter. The 0-1 pitch. Drops a pretty slider there on the outer edge, 0-2. On deck is Cowser. Holmes sitting on 5. Would love to see a 6th strikeout here. The 0-2 from Grant. Just outside wide on the four-seam fastball. He's trying to dot that paint on the outer edge. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Slider in the dirt. Bounces away. Joey Bart grabs it. Just a couple of feet up the line with Trump clogging up the base paths. No real threat to run. The 2-2. On deck, Cowser, the left-hander. The pitch from Holmes. Inside, drifts wide, and it's a full count. So he goes from 0-2 to a full count now, threatening to load the bases. Braves trying to get through this inning. 90 pitches for Holmes. As Ward steps out of the box. He flew out to right and singled to left his last time up. The payoff pitch. Holmes comes set. Swing, rips it on the ground over to short. Mateo fires it to first. A bouncer into the glove of Matt Olson, and that's going to end the inning. Great play by Jorge Mateo and a good stab by Matt Olson. We'll go to break trailing by just one. Flashing some leather here in Baltimore.
Why are the buttons on calculators and telephones reversed? I just realized this, and I've never seen anyone ask this question.
Ma.
What?
So I just came from my friend's house, and I ain't gonna lie, their parents is nice. They talk to them with like sense.
What the f*** are you talking about? Ain't no parents nice.
Ma, they parents is nice.
All y'all sitting there looking remedial. How old are you?
Why are you doing that?
And if they parents ain't cussed them out yet, they came to the right motherfucking house.
Ma, you can't curse them out, Ma. They are well-mannered people, Ma.
Welcome.
Ma, you cannot do that, Ma.
I can look at you and see they slapped your ass with a whole.
Ma, how you dissing the homies like that? You can't be.
Shut the f*** up. Your ass is slow too.
I'm not gonna lie, you gotta put some more respect on my friend's name. You be doing it. Come on, Ma.
Shut the f*** up, you creep bobblehead looking motherfucker.
What you mean by
that?
Ma, why are you talking like that?
Accuracy and speed, the practiced eye and hefty arm, the mind to take in and readjust to the unexpected, the possession of more than one talent, and the willingness to work in harness without special orders. These are the American virtues that shine in baseball. It is graphic and choreographic. Baseball is a kind of collective chess, with arms and legs in full play under sunlight.
When the major leagues were made up of just 16 teams, the game was in many ways heartless and mean. Spots on a roster had to be earned every year, and there was hardly a player to be found who didn't take his job seriously. Chicago Cub Billy Herman.
The only thing we had in our mind was to win. Any way we could, we tried to win. And if that wasn't good enough, well, you go back home and get a lunch pail and go to work. Now, if they didn't play hard, you didn't have... He wouldn't have a friend on the club, and he wouldn't be there long.
Welcome back. Trevor Rogers goes back to work. Ozzie Albies. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, four-seamer. Quickly down 0-2. 0-2 count. 3-2, Baltimore leads Atlanta. Swing and a miss. Chase that sweeper well out of the zone, and there's one away. One up, one down. Matt Olson, your batter. First pitch, cutter taken all the way. 0-1. The 0-1 changeup misses down and outside, rolls away. 1-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. Danny Young is warming up in the pen. The 1-1 pitch swing. Fouls it back. 1-2. So 1-2 to Olsen. They've got Young warming up because there are 2 left-handers due up in the first 3 batters of the next inning. The 1-2 pitch swing. Rips it on the ground over to first, so that's going to get through the hole, and it's a 1-out single for Matt Olsen and your Atlanta Braves.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
Lefty, Michael Harris, the batter. Swing and a miss on the 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing, lifted into right field, but it's going to be a shallow pop-up. Soft liner up in the air, making the catch. F4. Holiday with the grab 2 down. The Baltimore Orioles, who have been around since 1894, they started as the Brewers, then the St. Louis Browns, and the Orioles in 54. They have 3 World Series titles to their name, 1966, 1970, and the last in 1983. First pitch swinging by Dubon is foul back. It's 0-1. They got 7 AL pennants and 10 AL East division titles. The last one of those came in 2024. Or 2023, excuse me. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. They were in the wild card in 2024. The 0-2 pitch, swing. Lifted out to right field. Lazy fly ball, F9, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Trailing by 1, and it looks like Danny Young will enter when we return.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket. Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or 2. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking up things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you? Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Danny Young will come on. Eight games he has appeared in, and he's got a 3.00 ERA, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Just a 15% strikeout rate. He's a ground ball pitcher. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, sinker right there. Called for a strike, it's 0-1. Yes, PJ, I do the majority of it. I get a little help from the radio side, but as far as what you hear, it's all me. The sweeper inside just grabs the inner edge. 0-2. It's our 6th season with Braves Country Radio here on YouTube. So Grant Holmes' night is through. 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 earned, 2 walks. The 0-2 down and away, 1-2. And that's where, if you remember beginning the broadcast, I talked about the numbers out west in the desert, and that's right where they had him at. They had him over under 4.5 on strikeouts, and his outs, 14.5, he hit 15. The pitch misses well off the plate, and that'll even it up. It's 2-2. Standing on deck is the right-handed bat of Taveras and then Holiday. The 2-2, swing. Chopped it off his foot, rolling foul. Braves come into this game 60 wins and 42 losses, 28-22 on the road. Baltimore 50-53, 28-25 at home. There's Andrew Jones going into the Hall of Fame on Sunday as the 2-2 misses in. And he's going to be doing his speech right around the time the Braves are in about the 4th or 5th inning. So we are going to try to record that for you and play it for you on a later date. So I know most of you all will be watching the game. I don't know why they do that, by the way, is the payoff pitch inside. Ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. 1 on, nobody out. You would think they would either do the Hall of Fame ceremony earlier on Sunday, which is what I would propose to do. Most of your games start at 1:30. Start the ceremony around 11 a.m., get it over with, and then let everybody go watch the games. First pitch is a sinker right there. It's 0-1. Even if you wanted to wait till noon, and then push all the games back, tell everybody you can't start playing until 2:30. It's a special day, whatever. But instead, they always go up against their own ball games. It is really odd. The 0-1 pitch, swing, rifles it down the first base line, foul. Up against the tarps, 0-2. I don't know how you're supposed to get fans involved in watching it when their games are on. The 0-2 count. Young brings it. Sinker well off the plate. 1-2. It's the equivalent of the NFL doing their ceremony. 1-2 down and in. 2-2. On a Sunday afternoon in early December. Because you're not even talking about doing this at the very beginning of the season. Most of these games, fans are into it. Most of the games around the league right now have meaning in some form or the other. Time is called by Taveras as he steps out of the box. The 2-2 count. Brings it. Drops it in there. That looked like a strike. Joey Bart's going to challenge us. I think he's going to win it, but we'll have to see. It's very close. Here comes the ABS challenge. Just missed it.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
So close.
Wrong.
You couldn't slide a piece of paper in between the ball and the strike zone.
You're wrong.
So that'll kill one of the ABS challenges for the Braves. Full count. The pitch from Young. Swing, rifles it foul. Sinker up high, out of play. The payoff pitch. Swing, rips it backwards. And we'll do it again. Tyler Kinley is warming up in the pen. The 3-2 from Young. Check swing that looked like he went around for a strike three. Throw comes down to second base. Very close. And they're calling it a walk. And I think Joey Bart is... No, he is going to challenge it. I thought he was gun shy because of the last one. That looked like a strike, much more than the first one. And it is a strike three. Good challenge there by Bart. It's funny, since they've started this ABS challenge, so it's a strikeout, and we're going to see if the Braves, I think the Braves want to challenge the throw down to second. So we could get a strike him out, throw him out, overturned from what was a nah, he's safe. That mid is on the base, unless he came off the base at the end. Ozzie applied the tag. I mean, I think if you look at the letter of the law, his hand probably came off by a milli-inch, but there's just not going to be enough to overturn that. The hand beats the throw. And as he slides in, his hand comes off a little bit, and Ozzie continues to tagging him. The glove comes off for a second off his slide hand, and then he reapplies it, hits the foot. It's just going to be so hard to tell if he held the tag the entire time because of the way the camera angles are. In October, you've got one hanging above on a wire, and you're able to see up above, but you don't have that during. But Ozzie is convinced that he did tag him. Seeing a second. I mean, honestly, he came off the base. I just don't know if they're going to say they have enough to overturn it. And they're going to say he's safe. That's what I figured. So the Braves will lose one of the replay challenges, but I'm telling you that his hand came off. In fact, him and the runner are laughing right now at second because Ozzie's like, you know you came off the base, but there just isn't enough to overturn it. Ozzie continues to give the what for to second base umpire Sean Barber as well. So you'll have a runner at second base. There is one out on the strikeout. After that was overturned. And the left-handed bat a Holiday to the plate. First pitch on the way. Sweeper well off the mark. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Pitch well off the mark. Ball 2-0. I'm going to try to refresh this screen. It's spun around a little bit here in Baltimore. But you got a 2-0 count. Lefty-lefty matchup. Kicks and fires. Swing, fouls it away. 2-1. Tyler Kinley continues to warm up. I'm assuming he's coming in versus the right-hander next. The 2-1 pitch. Brings it. Way outside wide the mark. 3-1. (3-1) to Holiday. He's 1 for 1 on the day with the sac fly, the pitch. Right there, sinker at the knees. And it's a full count. Braves trail 3-2, runner at second. 1 out. Lefty-lefty matchup. The payoff pitch. Swing, fouls it straight back. And we'll do it again. Once again, Strand is standing on deck, excuse me. And I would think Tyler Kinley will come in to face him. I don't think they'll let Young face Strand. He's 1 for 2 with that 2 RBI double. And hit his other bat, he hit the ball hard on the ground. The payoff pitch. Caught looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. 2 down. So a runner at second and 2 outs. And Walt Weiss. I think Walt Weiss is telling Danny Young to do an automatic pass, and then he's going to bring in Kinley to face Chadwick Trump. I think that's what the game plan is going to be. Because Weiss is still coming onto the deck, and it looks like he's heading out to the mound. And yep, that's it for Danny Young. We'll be back in a flash. Braves trail by 1. Tyler Kinley coming into the ball game. Well, clinch everything. Here, Atlanta Braves trailing by 1, trying to stay in this game, and Tyler Kinley coming on. He's had a rough spot here, hoping he can get this one out and send us to the 7th on the 1-run deficit. He's set to face Chadwick Trump, and I guess Trump he will hit. Thought they may pinch hit here, but they're going to keep him in. So here we go. Righty-righty matchup. Kinley looking down and away with a slider, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 infield, back into the left. Pitch misses down 2-0, trying to give him a chase that slider. Cannot walk Chadwick Tromp here. Top of the order is due up. We would have liked to have seen him be a little more aggressive to start off this at bat instead of just nibbling. The 2-0 count. Infield back into the left. Pitch on the way. Bang right there. Above the knees, four-seam fastball. 2-1. On deck is Beavers, in the hole is Pete Alonso. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. Kicks and fires. Swing lifted. High and deep into left field. Making the diving grab out there is Mauricio Dubon. And let's hope he's okay. He's flat out on his back. Helping him up is Mateo, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash and check on Mauricio. I think he's okay. Starless for a second. The Braves trail by 1.
You know what I think about a lot? It's the fact that Honda had a navigation system that was completely mechanical. This happened in 1981. So the driver would insert these plastic maps into a dashboard, and then they'd mark their place on the map. And then, as the car moved, a helium-filled gyroscope would help estimate where the car was turning. And then it also combined information that it was getting from the wheels to determine how far the car had gone. All this information was combined, and then a little cursor on the map would move around, and that would be you. And it was actually pretty accurate for 1981 and without satellites. Eventually, if you had a lot of wheel spin, those little errors would compound over time. But then you just have to pull over, readjust where you are on the map, and then Bob's your uncle, you're off again. The problem was that it was ridiculously expensive. It was an option on the 1981 Honda Accord, but it cost about a quarter of the car's price again in total. So it didn't really become a thing, but it was such a genius idea. It was so clever, and that's why I think about it a lot. And now you can too. You're welcome.
If you were on first base and the batter hit a ground ball, you had to take that runner out. If you didn't take that runner out, well, you come on the bench and you'd almost have to fight some of your teammates. The biggest mistake I ever made in the major leagues was my first time at bat. I got a base hit. The next time up, I got hit right in the head.
Enos Slaughter.
If you can't get brushed back or get knocked back once in a while, you got no business in the scheme. Every time the Cardinals and Dodgers played, 2 or 3 guys didn't get knocked down, so not a Cardinals Dodger game. They'd knock me down. I knew every pitch in the league that knocked me down and hit one me in the middle of the back. I didn't forget them. If they ever covered first, I'd try to cut the legs off. It didn't bother me at all.
I have a whole family full of alcoholics. So all of a sudden, I light up a little weed, little joint. All of a sudden, I'm a crackbaby. Okay, but ready over there foaming at the mouth off of Ronas.
Welcome back in. Good to see everybody in the chat tonight. Howdy to y'all. It's a 3-2 ball game as we go to the top of the 7th. Grandma foaming at the mouth on a little Ronas. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch from Rogers to start the top of the 7th is a sinker on the outer edge. To Austin Riley, it's 0-1. Riley 1 for 2 with an RBI. The 0-1 pitch kicks high. 1-1. Riley, Eli, and Joey Bart due up. There is a right-hander, Garcia, warming up in the pen, so we may not see all of them. The 1-1 pitch inside. 2-1. Rogers, though he's in the 7th inning, the Braves have not worked the counts. He's only hit 79 pitches. Number 80 on the way. Check swing, chase the changeup off the plate. 2-2. So the right-hander, I think he's there just to be ready if Rogers gets in trouble. How long of a leash, you never know. The 2-2 pitch just misses outside, and it's a full count. Orioles 3, Braves 2. The payoff pitch. Swing, rips it in between the 5-6 hole, and it's a leadoff single for your boy Blue, Austin Riley.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
A hot shot of worm burner. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night here in Braves Country. Appreciate you hanging out here on Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe as the four-seam fastball. This is Inside It's 1-0. Also, don't forget to join the country club and help support radio baseball. Infield is back into the left. The 1-0 pitch, swing, chopper over to third, and that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. Eli White made it easy for him. And quickly 2 down. With Joey Bart coming to the plate. He is doubled to right, flew out to left, but really gave it a ride. You don't say this much about Joey Bart, but you almost wonder if they'll go to the pen with him coming to the plate. He's gotten some good looks at Trevor Rogers. Rogers, who pitched 6 scoreless against Atlanta last year in the month of June in Atlanta, Georgia, has gone 6 2/3 strong so far in just 2 earned runs. Lefty, righty, first pitch, sweeper down and in. It's 1-0. Infield back into the left. 1-0. Swing. Bangs it down the line, foul, 1-1. It's a 1-1 count. Brings it, swing and a miss, changeup. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, blew the 96 right by him, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 1. Time to get up and stretch here in Braves Country. Welcome back. Liza Hernandez, the right-hander, coming on. First pitch upstairs. Called for a strike. It's 0-1, righty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way. Right there for a strike once again. I think they've jumped the video on me. Let me catch this thing up. Either that or Bray. Yeah, never mind. It's just Bray's vision acting up. The 1-2. Down and in. 2-2. Infield playing back and to the right. 3-2 your score. Pitch from for Hernandez. Swing, pops it back foul. We'll do it again. So a 2-2 count. Braves trail 3-2, bottom of the 7th, just getting going here. Nobody out. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. One away. Hernandez in the minor leagues, a 4.83 ERA, so you really don't know what to expect here, but they've been big on him. He just hasn't shown it yet on the big stage. We've heard a ton about him all year long. First pitch, righty-righty matchup. Pete Alonso, the batter, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Alonso 1 for 3 on the day with a double in the 5th. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Chase the cutter off the plate. It's 0-2. On deck is Henderson. In the hole is Ward. Braves will be heading towards the top of the order in the 8th inning. The 0-2. Out and away. 1-2. Rogers is at 88 pitches. They could shove him back out there for another inning, but just by the way that they had that bullpen working, I would think his night is through, but you never know. That double play by Eli really changed things. The 1-2 in the dirt. Cutter. And that'll even it up at 2-2. Yankees lead Philadelphia 1-0 in the top of the 9th. New York, 2 outs. They do have a runner aboard. Philadelphia with one last offensive chance. The 2-2 down and away. 3-2. Slider in the dirt. Red Sox still lead the Blue Jays 3-0. Cubs 2-1 over the Pirates in the 10th. The payoff pitch. Swing, pop up. High and deep into right field. Back on the track. Back against the wall. Making the catch is Eli for a loud out number 2. Two up, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Braves lead it 3-2, and the left-handed batter Gunnar Henderson coming to the plate. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Baltimore. The first pitch is a cutter high. It's 1-0. Henderson 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 groundouts. 17 home runs on the year. The 1-0. Swing, slices it towards third. Backhanded by Riley. Jumps up, fires it to first, and that'll end the inning. So Hernandez comes in and gives us a 1-2-3. We'll go to the 8th. trailing by 1 here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Have dinner, buddy.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks.
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS.
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission for God.
I'm on the radio every day.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Right-hander Garcia is coming on, so hell, I'll take anything at this point. Let's get rid of that Trevor Rogers kid. Goodbye. We'll see you next year. Rico Garcia, the batter. Righty-lefty, and Dominic Smith is pinch hitting for Mateo. First pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it straight back. Four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Braves trail by 1 run, 2 runs, 6 hits. Baltimore 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame. Ish. The 0-1. Drops a changeup at the knees. It's 0-2. Dominic didn't like it, but it did look like it touched the bottom of the zone. There was a hot shot up the middle at the beginning of the game that Mateo fumbled that probably should have been recorded as an error, but they gave it an infield single. The 0-2 pitch. Turns and kicks in the dirt. 1-2. Standing on deck is the top of the order and Drake Baldwin. Ozzie Albies in the hole. Braves trail by 1 run. There's a left-hander warming up in the pen for the Orioles. The 1-2 swing and a miss, chased a bad changeup off the plate, and there's one away. He could not enter the game until Olsen comes up, so that's what he's being warmed up to. By the way, the Phillies are down to their last out in the 9th. Yankees lead by 1. It's 1-0. Captain Caveman just sent one to the back wall that Bellinger caught banging into the wall back there. So they're down to their last out. 1-0 to Drake Baldwin here. Righty-lefty. Pitch on the way. Swing. Rolls it foul. The changeup. Down the first base line. Just past the cameraman. It's 1-1. The 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing, fouls it back. 1-2. Yeah, that was a changeup, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about. The 1-2 count. Drake digging in. Garcia bringing it. Swing lifted. High and deep. Get up. Going back on the track. Get gone. Get gone. Zip, boom, bam. It's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot.
You don't like the Drake.
I love the Drake.
And it's all tied up, baby boy. 3-3.
How could you not like the Drake?
What is the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Drake is good. Simultaneously, Drake Baldwin hammers a home run to the right field seats. As he's doing that, the Yankees wipe the Phillies clean. First pitch in the dirt to Ozzie Albies is right there. For a ball, it's 1-0. 1-0. So what does that mean for your Braves? They are now 5 games up on the Phillies. If they win this, it'll be 5.5. If they lose it, 4.5. The 1-0 pitch comes in for a strike at the knees. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Drake is trying to coach Olsen on what he saw, but I don't think Olsen's going to see this guy. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. He has to face the minimum 3 batters. This is his 3rd batter. Remember, there is a left-hander warming up in the pen. Now, that could change, but it seems like that's their game plan, is to go for that left-hander versus Olsen. The 1-2 count, inside, 2-2. So the Phillies have lost. The Braves have tied it up. Came into today's action 4.5 up on Philadelphia. If we can rally and win this, it'll be 5.5. A little breathing room in the AL East. The 2-2. Ozzie Albies. That was a bad swing. I don't even know what to make of that. He just kind of lightly flailed the bat towards the ball that was going well off the plate. 2 down. I don't know if I would be laughing if Drake had just hit a home run, but nonetheless, 2 away. That looked like one of those things, if you ever play MLB The Show, and at the last second you decide to press the button and you know you shouldn't have. Change up in the dirt to Matt Olson. It's 1-0. So they are going to let him face Matt Olson. I wonder if they'll only bring him in with the lead, if that's the reason why. 1-0 count. Turns and kicks. Upstairs, slider. And they're going to challenge this. Chadwick wants another challenge. I think Chadwick's going to get this one. It looked like it hit the zone. He's been pretty good with those tonight, and he is right. And honestly, when he was with the Braves, he was good. He didn't have the bat that Joey Bart had, but he was really good on the ABS challenges. I've thrown those notes away, but at the time he had the best challenge by any Braves catcher, and also at the time that we let him go, he was ranked in the top 5 in major leagues, but he didn't have enough qualified innings behind the plate because he was backing up. So a 1-2 count. And for that matter, honestly, Jonah Heim was pretty good too. The 1-2. Swing, chopper down the line. I'd say that one of the reasons why Tromp is so good at it, you know, he spent most of his career in the minor leagues. So when they were trying out this ABS system for the last several years, he was living with it. It's new to some of these guys who've been sitting in the majors. The 1-2 to Olsen. Swing, rips it down the first base line, but it's an atom ball. G3 will end your inning, but not before your Atlanta Braves put one on the board. It's all tied up at 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
I have learned in doing my grammar tips of the day that people really have a lot of pet peeves and a lot of misconceptions. So what is your biggest pet peeve when it comes to grammar mistakes that people make? For me, I literally will be like on edge and ready to throat punch someone when they say, I seen. You haven't seen. I didn't seen anything. You saw it, you see it, or you have or had seen it, but you will never, I seen it. Oh, I seen that happening. No, you didn't.
Colombia is packed with facts that sound completely unreal. It is the only country in South America with coastlines on both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. Colombia is the world's largest producer of emeralds, supplying between 70 and 90% of global demand. It is the second most biodiverse nation on Earth and home to more bird species than any other country on the planet. The Caño Cristales River turns brilliant shades of red, yellow, green, and blue every year between July and November. It is called the River of Five Colors and the most beautiful river on Earth. Colombia produces some of the finest coffee in the world, grown in UNESCO-protected mountain regions. It is also the world's largest producer of cut flowers, supplying over 60% of all flowers sold in the United States. The lost city of Ciudad Perdida, built 650 years before Machu Picchu, sits hidden deep in the jungle and was only rediscovered in 1972.
Slaughter no doubt inherited some of his swagger from his cardinal predecessors, the original Gas House Gang, a collection of fast-talking, free-spirited players like Leo DeRocher, who never ducked a fight and always played hard. In the 30s, the Gas House Gang Cardinals were not only baseball's best team, but also the most colorful. Pepper Martin in 1937, showing off his legendary juggling act. Entertaining came naturally to the Gas House Gang. Keeping clean, however, was another matter.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Righty-righty matchup as Hernandez is back out there for another inning of work, and the first pitch is a pop-up. Down the left field line. Austin Riley underneath it. And it's going to be an F5 in your scorecard. One down. Jim Jarvis is in for Smith, who came in to pinch hit for Mateo. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch off to Cowsers. A changeup off, smacked. Just got a piece of it. It's 0-1. Hernandez has thrown 17 pitches so far. Colton Cowser 0 for 1 with 2 walks. He does have a stolen base, too, so if he gets on, you got to pay attention to that with the score tied here in the late innings. The 0-1. Snaps the bottom of the zone. Change up, it's 0-2. Good pitching so far for Hernandez. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, four-seamer. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Down below the knees, that'll leaving it up at 2-2. 2-2 count. 3-3 your score. Bottom of the 8th. Braves and Orioles. The 2-2 pitch. Outside wide. Ball 3, 3-2. Dodgers lead the Mets 4-2. They are in the, I believe that's the 8th inning. The payoff pitch. Caught, looking, strike 3. Change up at the bottom of the knees. They're going to challenge this. Think they're going to win it. Didn't look like a strike, if we're being honest. Remember, he's got speed, and yep, that is a ball. Another blown call by James Hoy. He has done a horrific job behind the plate tonight. So 1 on and 1 out. Braves going to try to keep the runners at bay here. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Austin Riley over there giving chase. Does he have room? He does. Out number 2, F5 up against the, looked like he was up against the tarps over there. 2 down. Just enough room. The screen was right there. If it touches the screen, it's going to be a dead ball. He had just enough room to make the grab. The wind is blowing out now. The pitch on the way. Runner goes. Throw down to second base. The ball gets away, and the runner's going to scamper down to third. Bad throw by Joey Bart. And the runner makes it down to third. Jarvis probably could have done a better job of blocking that ball, but he did try to deke him into thinking he had it. I think if he doesn't jump over, the runner's going to stay clean there. But he tries to jump over. I don't know why he did. If he just holds the glove there, the runner's going to think that ball's in his glove and he would have stopped, but he jumped over it for whatever reason. He was nowhere. He was not going to run that ball down. The 1-0 pitch. Pop up. High in the sky, and looks like Austin Riley's going to retire the side. F5's across the board. We go to the 9th inning. 3-3 here in Charm City.
Hey, I only drank on 2 occasions, dog, when it's 4th of July weekend and when it's not, baby. I ain't no alcoholic.
In honor of America's 250th birthday, I thought I would take the time to remind you guys that the United States of America did not colonize this land. That was Britain. That was England. That was the crown. Let's talk about No King's Day, right? 4th of July is the original No King's Day, first of all. But second of all, we get blamed a lot for what England did. The 13 colonies were colonized by England. The United States didn't exist until well after. I mean, even after the French and Indian War against Britain. France came in and started taking over land and fighting Britain for the land, and then the Native Americans actually fought with France. The people who were taking their land, they fought with them. And then we got our independence, and then we proceeded to expand west, purchasing 20 states from France, who came in and took it, Spain, who came in and took it, Mexico, who came in and took it, and England, who came in and took it. And in fact, the men who fought for your independence, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, you know these guys? They were born here. They were born and raised on American soil. They were not of a different country. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I just read something that said something about if you were born here, you're automatically a citizen.
Tommy Henrik.
I saw Frankie Frisch in New Orleans in '36 when they were the real Gas House gang with Pepper Martin. And they came around there, most of them needed a shave, and every one of them had a dirty uniform on. I said, what a bunch of bums.
Immaculate uniforms meant little to men with rowdy reputations. Winning, however, meant everything. Never was the Cardinals' raucous, hell-bent style of play more evident than in their 1934 World Series appearance against the Detroit Tigers.
Tyler Wells, the right-hander, is coming on for the Baltimore Orioles as we start the 9th inning here. Tall tied up 3-3. Michael Harris II will be the batter to lead us off. First pitch on the way is right down the pipe. Pulled the string on that one. On the cutter, it's 0-1. And he throws that again. Michael might be dancing. That was right in his wheelhouse. The 0-1 drops the curve on the outer edge on 2. So an 0-2 count. 3-3 your score. Mills comes set. Down and away, 1-2. Philadelphia has already lost, so the Braves can do nothing but gain here against closest team in their division. The 1-2 swing, just got a piece of that. I guess the ball got a piece of Tromp. He's bent over. Must have got his foot or his knee off the bat. Appears to be okay. You can tell he was wincing in a little pain, but had a wry smile on his face. The 1-2. Caught looking, strike 3, and there's one away. So that'll bring Dubon to the plate. Dubon, who is 0 for 2. He did get a sac fly earlier, scoring Ozzie Albies. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch swinging, pops it back foul, 0-1. Red Sox and Blue Jays have gotten a little closer. It's 4-3. They're in the top of the 7th there in Boston. Rays all over the Guardians, 7-1 in the 8th. Padres and Marlins are tied up at 2 in the 7th. Low 1 pitch. Just got a piece of that slider as it dribbles away 0-2. Dodgers 4, Mets 2, top of 9. They're in Chicago, and the White Sox are all over the Astros, 5-0 in the 6th. 3-3 Rangers and Mariners in the 5th. We'll have Rangers-Mariners Monday afternoon as a part of a double dip. 2:35 first pitch on that one, right before Braves-Mets. The 0-2 knocks it foul towards the third base dugout, and will do it again. Reds lead the Cardinals 1-0. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Later on tonight, you got Angels at the Giants. Earlier today, a 4 o'clock game, Rockies beat the Brewers 5-2. 1-2 curveball in the dirt, 1-2. Cubs outlasted the Pirates in extra innings 3-2. Tigers over the Royals 2-1. Yankees 1-0 over the Phillies. And the Diamondbacks beat the Nationals 3-2. So 2 good things already happened here in the NL East for Braves country. And quick timeout here as Chadwick Tromp's going to go out there and have a quick powwow to Wells. Back to the action, the 1-2 pitch, swing, just got a piece of that, and will do it again. It's making them work, if nothing else. The 1-2 pitch, bangs it backwards. Will do it again. The 1-2 to Dubon. Turns and fires, swings, slaps it. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Pardon me. Would you have any? But of course.
He made him work and
finer pleasures.
Finally wore him down, and here comes Austin Riley with 1 on, 1 out. By the way, if you're keeping track at home, on the bench for your Atlanta Braves, we still have Hicklin and the Yaz for pinch hitting duties. First pitch swinging, jams it on the ground over to third. It's going to be a 5, 4, 3. Attempt at a double play. Riley will beat it out, but there are 2 outs. So a fielder's choice. They're checking to see if they want to challenge it. I don't think there's any way in the world they're going to. Yeah, they're not challenging that. Bad at bat by Riley, but good hustle. He beat it by about a quarter step. And the Yaz will come in to bat for Eli White. So we'll see if there's any magic in that bat. Yaz with 6 home runs on the year, 28 RBI, a 672 OPS, 227 batting average. And remember, Riley isn't known for his speed, but he cuts the bases well. Always reminds me of the way Freddie Freeman was a much better base run than people gave him credit for. So here we go, righty-lefty matchup. First pitch, swing and a miss. Cutter. It's 0-1. So anything that gets down in the gap with 2 outs, we've got a chance to score with Riley at first, is the point. The 0-1 pitch, swing. Punches it back, foul, it's 0-2. Yaz really hasn't been swinging the bat that well since he's come off the IL. I think a little rust is involved. And he had just really started swinging that bat well when he went to the IL. The 0-2 to Yaz. Time is called. Riley at first, 2 outs. The infield playing back into the right, outfield deep and straight away. Huge hole down the left field line, by the way. The 0-2 to Yaz. Misses high, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a cover up around his eyeballs, and that'll end the inning. Braves 3, Orioles 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Dylan Lee coming out of the pen when we return.
And where the people at that sit outside and get drunk? Like, I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to have his homeboys come over there, like they get out work and stuff like that, and they'll come sit up under the tree and they get drunk. By the time the sun go down, they wife be done called, they be good and drunk, ready to go home and do what they do. Now, don't nobody do none of that no more. I know it's hot outside, but you know, real alcoholics know what's up. They don't care if it's inside or outside. You gonna get drunk. Where them people at? I need to find them.
We were growing up, the average American household had 4 to 5 cinder blocks. Just anywhere in like your yard, could be used for anything. The world used to just hand you cinder blocks, dude, and you made your life with those. You call someone right now in today's world, go, hey dude, you got 4 or 5 cinder blocks I can use to like suspend a car up because the wheels are off it, and they'll just go, what are you talking about? Everybody knows nobody's got that many cinder blocks in life anymore.
Pops, when's the last time you seen a cinder block?
Probably been 50 years or more. They were real popular.
Cardinal infielder Burgess Whitehead.
Doc Weaver was our trainer when I was a member of the St. Louis Cardinals. He brought a camera into the dugout during the '34 World Series and made a lot of pictures of different plays and of the different players. Detroit was such a wild baseball city then. We had to have security guards, you might call them, to stand at the door of the Book Cadillac Hotel in Detroit so we could get in. The people were just crowded around the hotel. The Gas House Gang was the greatest baseball club I ever saw. They thought they could beat any ball club, and they just about could, too.
welcome back, and the first pitch on the way is swung on and popped up high in the air. Mauricio Dubon making the catch. F7 your scorecard. High pop up. There's one away. Hernandez is still in the game. This is interesting that they did not go to Lee. He looked like he was ready. And they're going to pinch hit Chadwick Tromp for Mayo. Beavers is on deck. So they are relying on not just for Hernandez to keep him off the board, but this is his third inning of work. He's at 27 pitches, or about to be at 27 pitches. And for a reliever, it's pretty high ask. Righty-righty matchup. Colby Mayo, the batter, the first pitch, right down the pipe. 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 0-1. The 0-1. Comes set. Flips the four-seamer down below the knees. 1-1. Top of the order, looming on deck. And that might be where they go to Lee. But you never know. Seems like they're riding with Hernandez. The 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. One-two count. Nowhere near the zone, outside wide, 2-2. Braves 3, Orioles 3. Left-handed bat on deck, the 2-2 outside wide, and it is a full count. They're horrific, Razor Quack. We're talking about the beginning of the game. Those are terrible, terrible jerseys. The payoff pitch. Caught, looking strike three. P at the knees. One away. I think Mayo thought about challenging. I wish he would have. That pitch was all the way in the zone. He lulled him to sleep with those benders and then just bang. Righty-lefty matchup. They will let him face Beavers. The first pitch cutter misses outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at the changeup. Good pitch. 1-1. 1 for 4 on the day. Beavers reach on an infield single his first time up. Grounded out to second. Has struck out his last two times swinging. The 1-1. Swing and a miss changeup. 1-2. Man, I hate to go to the well 3 times in a row, but he has swung and missed at that pitch the past 2 times. I'd be tempted to throw that thing again. The 1-2. Off the edge, down and away, 2-2. They showed it as a four-seamer, but that was a change. 88 miles an hour. His four-seamer comes in around 94. The 2-2 count. Inside 3-2. Winning run is standing at the plate. 2 outs, a full count. And if he gets on, he is a threat to go. And Pete Alonso stands on deck. Payoff pitch, four-seamer, bangs it down the first base line. We'll do it again, full count. Andrew Kittredge, the right-hander, is warming up in the pen for Baltimore. If we can get it to the 10th, I assume that's who we'll see. The 3-2 rifles it foul down the third base line, and we'll do it again. Full count. Up top, misses high. Ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Tying run is at first, or excuse me, winning run is at first. And he may be off to the races. Pete Alonso is coming to the plate. Dangerous spot here for Hernandez, who's been hung out to dry. It looks like they're going to ride or die with him here. First pitch on the way. Swing! Fouls it away. Big fly ball down the right field line, but plenty foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing lifted into right field, and it's a dribbler, and that's going to get the runner all the way to third base as the throw comes in. It's up the line. Good job by Riley to keep that from going out of play as the Yaz was trying to throw the runner out, and he almost lost us the game. So the runner at first does not matter. Pete Alonso, he stands at first. It's the runner at third you got to be worried about. There's 2 outs. See if they stick with Hernandez here. Hefner's going out there, so it looks like they will be. Once again, Liza Hernandez, he's at 42 pitches. That's an incredibly high pitch count for a relief pitcher. And it looks like, let's see if they even pitch to Henderson here, because Ward is a right-handed batter. He is standing on deck. Now, the problem is if you walk him, you load the bases and there's no room for error. Can't pitch around, you've got to come at them. And they will walk Henderson. You understand that theory, but once again, you're talking about a hit by pitch. Any kind of a gaff, a balk, anything loses you the ball game. Taylor Ward, he's 1 for 4, batting .251 on the year, 7 home runs, and here we go. The game is on the line in the first pitch. Cutter upstairs. They're going to challenge this. It's right there at the top of the zone. Let's see if he gets it. He does not. Misses by about, we'll say, close to 2 inches. It's 1-0.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Yeah, 1.9 they're calling it.
Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
The frame made it look a lot closer. 1-0. Step out of the box for the second. Hernandez on fumes. I don't understand why if you get Dylan Lee warmed up, why you didn't just go to him, but it is what it is. The 1-0 pitch. Nowhere near the zone 2-0. Yeah, he's absolutely out of gas. We got to hope that they're going to swing at something they shouldn't swing at. The 2-0 pitch, and time is called. The Braves are now out of challenges after that challenge. The 2-0. Outside wide, 3-0. So Hernandez should never been put in this position. It's a bad job by Walt Weiss. 3-0 count. He's about to throw pitch 46. Right down the pipe, you might as well. If he hits it, he hits it. It's 3-1. You see that ball start drifting up, you know that they've lost it in their legs. A 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, four-seamer, and it's a full count. So the runners will be off to the races, but that does not really matter. Only thing that matters is the man at third. Liza Hernandez trying to will us to the ninth inning. The payoff pitch. Swing, hammer down the third base line. Austin Riley fumbles it, fires it to first after getting the rebound, and that'll end the inning. A 5-3 putout. We go to extras here in Baltimore, Maryland. Atlanta and Baltimore, 3-3 in the ninth, heading to the 10th. Welcome back. Righty-righty matchup. Joey Bart, the batter. First pitch is inside. Sinker misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 3-3 your score. We're here in the top of the 10th inning. Braves 3. Baltimore 3. The 1-0 pitch down and away, 2-0. 3 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Atlanta. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Baltimore Orioles. The 2-0 count. Brings it below the knees. Called for a strike. 3-0. Could have challenged it. Or excuse me, 2-1. Could have challenged it. You do get an extra challenge each inning now, but Braves will hold on to that one. Hicklin, the ghost runner at second, the 2-1. Swing, punches it towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to hold Hicklin at third as the throw comes in. He had to hold up. He wasn't sure if that ball was going to land or not. And Joey Bart with the single will have runners on the corners and nobody out.
What's shaking, man? And what's your name, little boy? I'm Bart. Who the hell are you? Bart. Ay, caramba.
Hicklin was digging and ready for head to pay dirt to go home, but
Eat my shorts.
Tommy Watkins held him up. It's probably a smart move. First pitch on the way, swung on, chopped over towards second, and that's going to be an error into the outfield. The ball goes into the outfield, and JJ gets aboard all the way to second. We'll probably call it a fielder's choice and an error, And the Braves lead it 4-3. Dynamite, baby!
You know, JJ, I tell you, man, you got too much class.
What can I say? This is it. 100% pure butter.
This is good diving stab over there by Holiday.
Just slow down. I can't. My motor is running. I can't stop. Happy, bright, pure dynamite.
If he's playing it smart, he just tosses it to first, and the runner's going to be out, and the Braves are going to have a runner on second. But he got greedy and tried to get what would have been the lead runner, because the main lead runner across the plate. He was trying to get the force out there, and he just lofted it into left field, and the Braves have second and third. Nobody out. The infield is in. And Baldwin, the batter, pitches right down there below the knees. It's 2-0. The 2-0 count. Outside wide 3-0. You'd love to get about a 3-run lead going into the ninth. Dylan Lee is back warming up again. I can't imagine they would throw Hernandez back out there. That kid was on fumes. He did a great job to get out of that damn jam. The 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the sinker down and away. Would have loaded the bases. Instead, it's 3-1. Ozzie Albies on deck. The 3-1, swing and a miss, blew it right by him. It's a full count. Cannot strike out here. If you're Drake Baldwin, you got to find a way to get the ball in play. The infield is drawn all the way in. Wouldn't take much to get it past him. A fly ball would double the lead. The 3-2, swing and a miss at a bad one in the dirt. Ball gets away a bit. They'll flip it over to first, and a horrific at bat by Drake Baldwin. He's down on strikes. One down. 4 runs, 9 hits, and an error for Atlanta. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Baltimore. But remember, they're going to get a ghost runner too, so being up by 1 really isn't the flex it normally is in the late innings. So Ozzie Albies, first pitch swinging, chases a slider in the dirt, coming out of his shoes. Bad swing, it's 0-1. And they are chasing things around their shoelaces. The 0-1 infield is in and to the right. If he punches it to the left side, they're going to score. The 0-1 pitch, taking a sinker all the way, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Drake Baldwin came up snake eyes. Will Ozzie Albies choke? The 0-2. He does strike 3, slider down and in, and there's 2 down. 2 terrible at bats by your top 2 batters in the order, Baldwin and Ozzie. Now Matt Olson comes to the plate. And after that disaster of a defensive play, the Braves may only come away with 1 run. Matt Olson is due up. Do you even pitch to him? Kind of danged if you do, danged if you don't, because Michael Harris is standing on deck. And they're out there with the little powwow, Huff and Kittredge. They might be talking about the idea of trying to get him to chase, and then if he doesn't bite, then they'll just put him on. Two on, 2 out, 1 across. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch. Right there, sinker at the knees. 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, swats it foul. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. On deck is Harris. 0-2. Inside, down and in. 1-2. That ball, darn near a wild pitch. We would take that any day. Matt Olson hoping that Kittredge will make a mistake here. You can tell he's pitching kind of trying to dot the I's and cross the T's. The 1-2. Swing! That ball's hammered! High and deep! Going back on the track! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong! A 3-run shot, and the Ice House saves the day. It is 7-3. Holy Toledo!
Field, smooth as it gets.
Ice House, always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
416 happy feet over the right field wall. That ball left on a shutter. Good God Almighty, there's a party in here. That's it for Kittredge. They're going to head to the bullpen. The Braves lead at 7-3, and hopefully that's enough to win this sucker. We'll be back in a flash. Welcome back. Atlanta Braves have just taken a 7-3 lead if you're just joining us. First pitch on the way to Michael Harris. He's going to drop one down, and Money Mike is going to get an infield single as he caught the defense snap, and they were playing back and to the right, and he dropped it in and to the left.
They know about that.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Flip it over real quick to Michael Harris. First pitch, four-seam fastball, right there for a strike to Dubon. It's 0-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing, rifles it foul down the first base line. 0-2 count, 1 on, 2 outs. Braves lead at 7-3, top of the 10th. Pitch on the way. Swing! Bangs it down the right field line, just foul. That ball ends up being fair. Harris might have scored. 4 runs across here in the top of the 10th. A 3-run homer by Matt Olson, the difference, the major difference. Lizer Hernandez went 3 innings to close out the 7th, 8th, and 9th of no-run ball. The 0-2 pitch, swing, bangs it away. Harris was on the move. He'll retreat back to first. The 0-2 count. Swing, punches that one back. Wolfram, the pitcher. The southpaw looks in and delivers. In the dirt. Blocked there. Oh, you can't do that. It looked like Huff had touched the ball with his mask. They're not calling it. See the replay on that, but he went to reach for the ball with his mask. And that's a free base. They did not call it. The 1-2. Swing, golfed into left field. At the back of the warning track, making the catch for a loud out, number 3. But not before your Atlanta Braves and Matt Olson go gonzo. It's 7-3. Good guys. We'll be back in a flash.
Not watered down. This is Ice House.
Ice House.
Smooth as it gets.
I'm sorry, Aussies, but Americans know how to put on a damn event. This has to be the best stadium in the world. If the MCG was like a Toyota, the Dallas Cowboys Stadium is like a damn Porsche, man. Shout out Jerry Jones.
Ma,
what?
So you know how it's a heat wave going on in New York City? My dad was wondering could he come here because AC broke, and I just told him yeah to pull up.
What the did you just say?
To here, Ma, we got 2 AC.
My good air.
Ma, you cannot baby father. Ma, you keep doing like, come on.
To get butt naked, put some drawers on, and sit next to the freezer hole. Mom, cold air is for me, man.
Ma, he's gonna pass out.
Go to one of them shelters.
Ma,
they
why
got
are
a
you
whole
doing
lot
that?
of shelters out here that everybody can go to tonight, free
Ma,
of charge.
don't let him come here. Ma, why
well,
you
he gonna be one burnt up put
Ma,
some
come
sauce
on.
his.
Do that, Ma,
He
because he
ain't
wouldn't do that to
fucking
you.
coming here.
He wouldn't do that to you.
I know. You know why? Because I got cool air. He ain't coming here. He gonna be one roasty in the morning.
Ma.
Hope you find him safe and alive.
Ma, he already on his way, Ma.
Turn around. I'm
My
serious.
father, Ma, I need him, Ma. Come
Yeah,
on.
well then you need to go to his house and buy him an air conditioner. You rich.
Come
Get
on.
the out of here, dirt bastard.
So he can't come?
No.
Of course, we had some characters on that club, like Pepper Martin, one of the hustlingest ball players I ever saw. Dizzy Dean, Leo Durocher, one of the greatest shortstops I ever played alongside. When they got on that ball field, they played baseball. I mean, they played it to the hilt, too. And when they slid hard, and there was no good fellowship between them and the opposition. They were just good, tough ball players. That was a tough series. It was a hard-fought series, and the players hustled so hard. And the series went 7 games, and the deciding game, the 7th game, Dizzy Dean beat Eldon Alker. It enabled me to help my family. Tough luck during the Depression. $600 to $800. $600 to $800 was mighty good.
Welcome back. 7-3 your score. Dylan Lee coming back into the fold as he is entering the game with a 4-run lead and ready to slam that door. Ward is your ghost runner at second. First pitch on the way. Down and in changeup. It's 1-0. What is James Ray talking about? Can Olson get some love? You can do whatever you want with him if you can get his attention, James. I don't care what you do. The 1-0 count. I think he's married, though. Lefty-righty matchup. The 1-0 swing and a miss slider off the plate. It's 1-1. One count. O'Neill at the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Tyler O'Neill and then Taveras and Holiday. The 1-2 pitch, swing, lifts it into center field. That drops down for a base hit. A soft dribbler and back into the infield. The runner at second will move to third, playing station to station. They weren't sure if that ball was going to get down. And they've got runners on the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the 10th. So the tying run will move to the on-deck circle. Taveras to the plate, the tying run in the form of Jackson Holiday. Double play would go a long way into getting out of this jam. First pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it away. Change up, it's 0-1. Not a hard hit ball there to the outfield, but hit them where they ain't. Yeah, these Oriole City Connects are terrible. Whoever creates these, that whole department should be fired. The 0-1 right there on the outer edge, it's 0-2. I like the Red Sox one. They're wearing theirs tonight. I can see it in the background. I always forget that's one of the better ones. They turn theirs at the jersey as the Orioles challenge that, and it is a strike. So they are now out of challenges.
Wrong.
But their City Connect, if you haven't seen it, the jersey and the hat are the color of the Green Monster. It looks really crisp with white lettering. The 0-2, check swing. Did he go around? They check down the first base line and does not. 1-2. The Braves' new City Connects are pretty sharp, but most of them are just horrific. Like this Baltimore one. And honestly, this is a step up from the one they used to have, which were awful. The ones they used to have were just as bad as the Phillies ones. The 1-2. Caught looking, strike three, punched him out on the upside. Little top shelf tequila, one away. Froze him. It's funny, you could tell Taveras wanted to challenge that, but realizing he just blew the challenge, just kind of sulks away. That was a strike anyways. If he would have challenged that, he would have lost it there too. So Braves now 2 outs away from trying to put this one into the win column. Jeremiah Jackson, 7 home runs on the year. Pinch hitting for Jackson Holiday. Change up, down and in. It's 1-0. 252 on the season, 7 home runs for Jackson. A 671 OPS, 37 RBI. Tying runs still on deck. That's where we want to keep them. Double play would all have us singing Merry Christmas. The 1-0. Upstairs slider. They didn't call that a strike. Should have been. Joey Bart's going to challenge this. Let's wait for this. I think it hit it. Maybe I'm wrong. He did get it. So a 1-1 count. Infield back into the left. The pitch on the way. High and out of the zone, 2-1. On deck is Encarnacion Strand. So we check the bench of the Baltimore Orioles. I believe, their bench is gone. The 2-1 fouls it away, 2-2. Both teams have cleared out their benches. Both teams would hate to see this go an extra inning because both bullpens are getting kind of thin. The 2-2. Swing lifted. High and deep. into left field, coming over, and Dubon's underneath it, and there's 2 down. That's going to bring the runner from third home, making it 7-4, but it keeps the tying run on deck, and there's 2 outs here with the man on first. If we can get through this and win this game without using anybody else, you kind of reset the back of your bullpen. Yes, you used Lee, but you would be able to go to Iglesias and Diddy, and even Dodd got the day off. The first pitch, swing, fouls it away. It's 0-1. It's invaluable what Eliza Hernandez did. It'll go under the radar because of the home run by Matt Olson. That always gets all the headlines. But what Eliza Hernandez did, and he's not expected to go out there and throw 48 pitches. He went 3 innings, 48 pitches. Is the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now down to their last strike. Hernandez came in 3 innings and 2 strikeouts, no earned runs, 1 hit allowed. He did walk 3, but remember, one of those they were purposely nibbling, and the other was an intentional walk. The 0-2 from Dillon. Swing, bangs it down the third base line, and will do it again. Braves 7, Orioles 4. Remember, tomorrow night's game, same bat time, same bat channel. 7:05 first pitch. We'll come on the air at 6:45 to get you ready. The 0-2. Let's see Chop Shot trying to jinx us here. The 0-2 pitch, lefty-righty matchup. Dylan Lee looking in. Swing, blasted. High and deep. Back on the track. She gone. So as soon as you say it, Chop plays jinxie roll, and it's 7-6. Braves still with the 1-run lead. And once again, clinging to that 1-run lead. This is the third time they've done this in as many nights where they've had a big lead and then they choke it off, and next thing you know, you got a 1-run game trying to get one more out. It's not always going to turn out your way. You keep doing this. So Strand has had a good night, heck of a night tonight. That's his 4th RBI. He's 2 for 4. Remember, he had that double down the line. That should actually be his 5th RBI. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's right. 4 RBIs. A 2-run home run. Dylan Lee now clinging to a 1-run lead. Huff, the catcher, who's batting 129 on the year, is the batter. If you can't get him, we're back to the top of the order. Lefty-righty matchup. Drops the changeup down and in. It's 1-0. 1-0. And in this popcorn stand here in Baltimore, that ball does not get out of the park in most stadiums. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pops it back foul. It's 0-2. Once again, Baltimore down to their last strike. Braves clinging to a 7-6 lead. Atlanta could push their lead over Philly to 5.5, and we're just 9 days away from the 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the game. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo! We're streaking! Woo! We're streaking! We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium!
Streaking! Get in the car.
Everybody's doing it!
Now!
7-6 your final. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for your Atlanta Braves. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Baltimore. We win it in 10. And it's time for the game ball. And I know a lot of folks would probably be saying Matt Olson with the 3-run home run. But we're going to do the right thing and give it to Eliza Hernandez. 3 innings of shutout ball that got the Braves to the 9th inning, to the 10th inning, and he qualifies for the win. Braves will improve to 61-42, 29-22 on the road, and the Orioles will go to 50-44, 28-26 at home. And a couple of MVPs to mention. Our MVP of the night, Billy Sanford, with 5 BCR memberships. And welcome to the BCR family, Win Chicken. He joined the country club today. Thank you, Billy and Win Chicken, for supporting the channel, and thank you everybody in Braves Country, Braves Country Club members, for supporting the BCR. You help make this possible. Braves 7, Orioles 6 tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. 7:05 first pitch, 6:45 we go on the air. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a great one.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root. Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.